cut out a piece of plywood. You can get this at Home Depot, any home improvement store or tool store, whatever you want to call it. And I cut out a piece of plywood to the exact size of the shower head, which for me was 20 by 20 on the square all the way around. 20, 20, 20, 20. And then on top, the shower head comes with these 4 poles right there. You can see them. And the hard part with this is actually being able to tell exactly where to put those poles, like where to know where to put the anchors on there. So the easy way that I did was just, like I said, cut out the shower head into this plywood, and then on the sides I measured, and it measured 5 inches on each corner. So I just measured it 5 inches, 5 inches, and then 5 inches in, so I met at the middle, and I did that for all 4 sides of where the poles were going to be located. Then I grabbed my anchors, which comes with this little 2 little anchors that you just put right there, and then you screw that pole in. Well, we put like a little cap first. So you put the anchor, then you put a cap on it, and then you screw the pole into it. And the way I did that is, once I found where the poles were gonna go, I put them in there. I drilled them with a longer screw, and then it also comes with some anchors in case you're gonna put it into drywall. If you can find wood in the back on the stud on the top, it'd be better, but it comes with some anchors that you can use, and it worked just fine for me, so it seems pretty sturdy. So you find where the anchor is gonna go, you screw it, not too much, just a little bit, until you find the exact place where it's gonna go. But you're gonna screw it into the wood so you know where they're gonna go on top of the wall. So I'll explain that in a little bit. But once you do that, you can kind of just set up the whole shower head on the wood just to make sure that each anchor is in the proper position for the poles. And once you do that, you're gonna just set up the shower head and see if it all matches perfectly. If it does, great. Take off the poles, keep the anchors, keep the screws in there. You don't have to go all the way in with the screws just yet. But once you do that, you're using this piece of wood because it's much lighter than the shower head, obviously, and so we can find the exact place where it's gonna go because it's the exact same dimensions of the shower head. And you're gonna grab your piece of wood with the anchors and the screws halfway in, and you're gonna find a place on top of your ceiling where you're gonna put the shower head, where it's gonna match perfectly with the bottom and where the sink or the drainage area is. And once you do that, you're gonna screw them all the way into the wall. And once you screw them all the way into the wall, you have your different where the anchors are gonna go, the exact position. And so it's gonna just make sure that it just kind of hooks all the way to the ceiling. You're gonna have the plywood on the ceiling. And once you make the holes, you can unscrew the holes and take the plywood off. Find where the holes are, take the anchors off of the plywood, and put the anchors on the ceiling. Use your anchors and everything, and put the metal piece, I'm calling the metal piece anchor, but use the little white anchors, just put them in the ceiling, make sure that they're nice and secure, and then screw it with the screws that it came with. Screw the metal circles, which I'm calling anchors, onto the ceiling, and then you're going to put the cap, which the cap is the black round piece that you see right there, that's the cap. You're gonna put that on there, and then you're gonna screw the pole in, and you make sure there's also like a little I guess like a hole that you can put on. How can I explain it? So like here, I'll show you guys. So on the top right here, it's something that you can move around and you can screw onto the actual shower head. So you want to do that. You're gonna need an extra person to hold it up while you screw it into the shower head. So 2 people you're gonna need because this thing is not very light and it's very awkward to hold, especially you're gonna put it on the ceiling. So once you do that, you're pretty much smooth sailings from here. You're just gonna grab your pipes, your water lines, and just connect everything to each other. And from there you should be gravy. Make sure that it's secure.